The definition of digital citizenship is the continuous developing norms of appropriate, responsible, and empowered technology use. Digital citizenship is centered around the positive use of technology. The fact that technology has become such an integral part of our lives as a society shows the importance of a worldwide compliance with the subject of digital citizenship. There are 9 elements of digital citizenship that break down the main topic into smaller segments. One will find that this topic is a lot easier to understand once it has been broken down into the 9 elements. These elements will be discussed in depth throughout this video, along with visuals such as graphs, pictures, etc. All of this has been done to assist the viewer in obtaining a more extensive scope of the topic at hand. On the left-hand side, we can see a visual representation of the 9 elements that make up digital citizenship. The first of the 9 elements is digital access. In today's day and age, users of technology need to understand that not everyone in our society has the same kind of access or opportunities when it comes to technology. The beginning point of digital citizenship can be defined as efforts to achieve equal digital rights and to encourage and increase electronic access. The society that we all live in will battle to grow as a result of further digital exclusion. The goals of a digital citizen should be to help provide and increase the access of technology. In order to become a productive digital citizen, we need to make sure that no one is denied the chance to improve their skills regarding technology. Digital commerce is the second of the 9 elements. A large share of market economy nowadays is being done electronically, and technology users need to be aware of this. There are legal and legitimate exchanges occurring. However, the users who are buying and selling must be aware of the dangers associated with it. The internet is mostly being used to purchase every day, mainstream items like food, clothing, toys, etc. However, the internet is also being used to purchase goods and services that are in conflict with the laws that govern them. Things like illegal downloads, pornography, and gambling are aspects of the internet that can be seen as negative browsing. The third out of the 9 elements is digital communication. One of the most significant advancements in the digital revolution is the availability and ease of communication through many different platforms to people all over the planet. Internet users are now able to stay in contact with friends, family, etc. when they are in completely different countries. This is also why the internet has become so desired by people, because they want to be able to communicate worldwide. Although this topic is surrounded by all the positives, there are however some disadvantages. Users are not being taught how to choose appropriate communication options and are not able to use communication to its full potential. Digital literacy is the 4th element. Schools nowadays have been putting a lot more effort into teaching its students about the internet and how it should and shouldn't be used. Although they have been making an effort, there is still a lot that must be done. The schools need to focus on what technologies must be used by students and how they should be using it so that they do not use it for the wrong reasons. Students need to be taught how to act in a digital society. Businesses, military, and medicine are great examples of how technology is being used in a different way. Learners need to be able to use the technology as quickly and appropriate as possible. The concept of digital citizenship involving teaching people using new methods. Digital etiquette is the 5th element. Digital etiquette is a very important aspect of the internet and is often the area that consists of the most problems when dealing with digital citizenship. Inappropriate behavior regarding the internet is easy to identify. People must learn what not to use the internet for before learning what they should use it for. The lack of digital etiquette can become quite a sensitive topic for many because of their lack of training opportunities. There are rules and regulations that are put in place to stop inappropriate use. Although there are rules and regulations, it seems that it is not enough to stop the inappropriate use of the internet. We must make an effort as digital citizens to teach others to become more responsible. Digital law is the 6th element. The digital world needs to have laws. These laws should explain the ethics that should be used within our society. Theft and crime are examples of unethical digital behavior. Ethical behavior would then be the opposite, where users are following rules and regulations and using the internet for what it was created for. Users need to know that digital crime is a serious topic and needs to be avoided. Topics like stealing, causing damage to others' work are not ethical. The digital laws apply to anyone who is working or playing online. Therefore, any users who is illegally downloading music, downloading movies, plagiarism, creating any form of harmful software, etc. is unethical. Digital rights and responsibilities is the seventh element. Just like any person in our everyday society, digital users have certain rights and responsibilities. Rights like privacy, freedom of speech, etc. are rights that all digital citizens are entitled to. These rights must be taught and incorporated into the digital world so that the digital world can become a safer place. With these specific rights come some responsibilities that digital users need to be aware of. Digital users must act how they want others to act. They must show others how the internet should be used. These two areas need to be worked together in harmony in order for everyone to work more productively. And on the right is a graph explaining the different uses, monthly uses of social networking, so Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, Snapchat, Facebook, and WeChat. The eighth element is digital health and wellness. There are certain health and wellness issues that come with the use of technology. Many of us spend hours staring at computers, screens, and this can have negative effects on our bodies. Aspects like eye safety, RSI for instance, repetitive strain injury, and lack of ergonomics in our equipment are issues that are becoming more and more of a problem and need to be taught and addressed. Not only are these issues regarding the physical side, but there are also issues stemming from psychological side, like internet addiction. Protection from these negative aspects can be achieved through the corrective amount of teaching. Last but not least is digital security, which is the ninth element. Aspects of society like stealing, defacing, and disruption are all real in our society, including that of the digital community. As you would lock the doors of your house, car, or put an alarm on in your own house to protect you from any sorts of danger, the same should be done with regards to that of your digital security. Things like backups, protection from viruses, surge controls are all things that we as a digital community can make use of to protect our equipment and ourselves. So, in conclusion, the 9 elements is an amazing explanation of the ins and outs of digital citizenship. If the 9 elements are studied correctly, then the reader will have an extensive knowledge of the topic and can incorporate that knowledge in the ways in which they approach technology. Not only will we have a better understanding, but you can now share what you have learned with the rest of the digital society to make it a much safer and more enjoyable platform for us all. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for listening.